Hola, hello. My name is Janelle Bean. I'm in the Master of Instructional Technology degree program and have been since the summer of 2017. Throughout this program, I have learned many skills which lend to becoming an instructional technology coach. With the creation of my Capstone project, I have learned how to research, integrate, implement, and evaluate technology to help create an engaging and meaningful learning experience. A little bit about me. I'm a Spanish 1 teacher at Freedom Middle School and have been teaching since I graduated from Kennesaw State in 2013 with my bachelor's in modern languages and cultures. The title of my capstone project is How Can Flipgrid Support Oral Proficiency in High School Spanish Courses? In teaching Spanish 1 in middle school, I teach 8th graders only. My class is a high school credit class, so once my students leave for ninth grade, they will have at least one high school credit and will be prepared to continue their Spanish education by entering Spanish 2. My project describes the need for technology to help support oral proficiency. In a classroom environment of 30 plus students throughout 5 classes, oral proficiency in a language classroom gets waylaid by the other 3 aspects of learning a language: listening, reading, and writing. The main problem with assessing oral proficiency in a world language classroom is the time constraints of a 50-minute class period. To support oral proficiency for my students, I proposed using Flipgrid as a web tool which will enable students to record video which is stored in the perpetual cloud. My capstone project plan included the following 4 phases: planning, creation of materials, implementation, and the evaluation phase, which included observations, surveys, and assessments. In the planning phase, I sorted through the topics we learned throughout the year and determined which the students would complete a Flipgrid for. The first assignment they did was on telling time, which is different to that of my initial proposal where I wanted to start with family. It worked out better with the timing of our time unit, no pun intended. In the creation of materials phase, I made the rubrics, surveys, and support materials. I used Office 365 to make the surveys with Microsoft Forms and PowerPoint to make support videos with Microsoft Stream to help students if any issues arose. After planning and creating the materials for my capstone, the implementation phase aimed at introducing students to Flipgrid. Some students were already exposed to it due to another teacher in a different subject implementing it as well. This allowed me more time to help other students who had not had the pleasure of using Flipgrid. Once students were familiar with the program, which didn't take long, students received their first assignment. The last phase in my capstone's plan was for observations, surveys, and assessments. Informal observations and surveys occurred in the classroom to gain valuable knowledge on the students' understanding of using the program. Their recordings were assessed with rubrics which they were provided to further measure their progress in oral proficiency. The evaluation of this project included the various assessments that are involved throughout the students' use of Flipgrid. Students used surveys as well as formal and informal assessments throughout the learning experience. The results were used to determine the students' enhancement of their oral proficiency skills in the target language, which is the overall goal of this project. My capstone experience began with a few hindrances. First, at the beginning of the year, the administration reassigned the mobile lab I was assigned last year, so the technology in my classroom decreased by 16 laptops. The main source of technology we use in my classroom is either the iPad cart or students participate in the Bring Your Learning Device initiative. I decreased the amount of surveys the students completed to just one initial survey. From the initial survey, I was able to determine the students' understanding on using Flipgrid. Therefore, no formal surveys were given to students after the completion of each activity. Informal observations and surveys occurred in the classroom while students completed the activities to better inform me of their progress and understanding of Flipgrid and the topics they completed the videos for. A few students had technical difficulties when attempting to use Flipgrid even after multiple attempts. They had to record a video using their device and upload their video to a separate assignment in our learning management system, Canvas. Integration of Flipgrid into the learning management system Canvas was a possibility, and therefore made creating assignments easier. Students were able to use Flipgrid without needing to create an account since Flipgrid can be integrated within Canvas, and they have access to Canvas. I have learned many things throughout the completion of this project. First, troubleshooting is key when using new technology in any form, hardware or software. For the students who had trouble from the first assignment, as a class, we determined what the issues could be. However, after multiple attempts, I had 20 students who continued to have issues completing their assignment with Flipgrid. I had to create a separate assignment in the learning management system so they could submit their recording for their new assignment. Second, Canvas, the learning management system my school district uses, allows for the integration of Flipgrid, which made creating and integrating the assignments easier. Because I could integrate Flipgrid, the LMS creates it as a listing in the gradebook, and from there I can grade their videos through Flipgrid. Their grade is entered in the gradebook for the assignment automatically. That was one of my favorite parts. Third, I chose to cut down on how many surveys I had the students complete after each activity to just the initial assignment, because what I really wanted to know is that they understood how to use Flipgrid to complete the assignment. Once the assignment is complete, that tells me they were able to successfully use the program. And finally, oral proficiency is a difficult area of learning a language to assess, so making sure to have a rubric to follow is necessary. This program helped me to assess their oral proficiency without losing class time, since the students could complete the assignments in the comfort of their own homes. All in all, I found the usefulness in Flipgrid in helping support oral proficiency in the target language. In the future, I do plan on using Flipgrid to continue supporting oral proficiency. I will also recommend it to other teachers, specifically world language teachers, who will most likely use it to support oral proficiency in their classes. In conclusion, this experience has opened my eyes on what it takes to research new technology to implement in the classroom. My school district is technology-driven, so I did not need to propose adopting Flipgrid to the stakeholders. Without my knowledge, my school district had already adopted the technology and allowed for Flipgrid's integration within our learning management system of Canvas. Because of this experience and the district's adoption of the technology, I was able to propose the integration of this technology in other Spanish classrooms to help support oral proficiency. The overall goal for this project was to work on supporting oral proficiency in the Spanish classroom, which Flipgrid was able to do. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience and will promote the use of Flipgrid to support oral proficiency in world language classrooms.